आज हम लाइट के बारे में जानेंगे। क्लास 10th का फर्स्ट चैप्टर है रिफ्लेक्शन एंड रिफ्रैक्शन। सबसे पहले इसका इंट्रोडक्शन देखते हैं। लाइट इज द फॉर्म ऑफ एनर्जी व्हिच इनेबल अस टू सी और गिव अस सेंसेशन ऑफ विजन। लाइट एनर्जी का वो फॉर्म है जो हमें देखने की शक्ति देता है। लाइट का नेचर ऑफ लाइट, इट शोज थ्री नेचर। फर्स्ट इज रे, सेकेंड वेव एंड थर्ड पार्टिकल। रे का एग्जाम्पल रिफ्लेक्शन है, वेव का रिफ्रैक्शन एंड पार्टिकल का फोटो इलेक्ट्रिक इफेक्ट। अगर रिफ्लेक्शन को देखा जाए तो when the light falls on an object then it is bounced back, this phenomenon of light called reflection of light। लाइट जब किसी भी बॉडी पे पड़ता है तो वो टकरा कर वापस आता है। और इसी को रिफ्लेक्शन कहते हैं। इंसिडेंट रे, the ray which strikes the surface. Normal is what? Perpendicular drawn on the point of incidence. And point of incidence is what? It is the point where incident ray strikes the surface. Reflected ray, the ray which is sent back after striking the surface. यहाँ पे समझते हैं इंसिडेंट रे, नॉर्मल एंड रिफ्लेक्टेड रे को। This is the ray which is striking the surface and this will called what? Incident ray. And this is the ray which is sent back after striking the surface and this will called reflected ray. Normal is what? Perpendicular drawn on the point of incidence and this is the perpendicular which is drawn on the point of incidence. The point of incidence is, this will be called point of incidence. Here the incident ray is taking the surface here and here the perpendicular drawn, so this point will call point of incidence and this perpendicular which is drawn on the point of incidence will called normal. There are two laws of reflection. First one is what? Incident ray, reflected ray and the normal all lie in the same plane. Next, angle of incidence will be equal to angle of reflection. That means angle I will be equal to angle R. Now, what is angle of incidence and angle of reflection? The angle which is formed between incident ray and normal. Incident ray, this is the incident ray and this is normal, and angle formed between these two lines will called angle of incidence and it is denoted by angle I. Angle formed between normal and the reflected ray, this is the normal and this is the reflected ray, and this will called angle of reflection, and angle of reflection is denoted by angle R. Angle I will be equal to angle R according to the law of reflection. Here is some characteristics of light. Speed of light, that is denoted by c, which is equal to lambda into mu, where lambda is the wavelength and mu is the frequency. Speed of light is a constant which is 2.99 to the power 8 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second, or approximately 3.0 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. According to the rectilinear propagation of light, light always travels in a straight line between any 2 points. Now, Fermat's theorem. Fermat's principle states that light travels between 2 points along the path that requires the least time as compared to other nearby paths. And second one is what? From Fermat's principle one can derive the law of reflection. That means angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection, and the law of refraction both can be derived from the Fermat's theorem, that is Snell's law.